In a legal battle, you need an expert on your side. Broglio Attorneys offer cost-effective service in select areas of law, including road accident fund claims and personal injury matters.
Michael, in our last show, we spoke about personal injury cases involving birth defects, which is, of course, a very touchy subject and people are very sensitive about it. But it's still an important area to help people with because these aren't minor cases. These are life and death cases, and it can destroy people's lives. Are these cases what we would generally call cerebral palsy cases?
Yes, you're correct. Cerebral refers to the part of the brain and palsy to the body movement. And basically, it's an umbrella term that we use for a number of conditions that also differ in their severity, but they all relate to birth defects of one or other sort.
In a previous show, you told us that you're awaiting a judgment in a case where a medical drain was left in your client's leg and he ultimately had to have his leg amputated. Can you tell us more about that case?
Yes, that case has progressed. We got judgment. You don't always get judgment straight away. It was delivered a few months later. It was for an amount of approximately 3 million rand.
Wow.
It could have been more, but he was in his 50s, so he didn't have much of a working career left. And he had also made a huge effort to go and get other employment and to move on with his life. So that actually detracted from the case, but was better for him as a person.
That's very interesting. But what I want to know is, even when the facts are in your favor, and of course you've proved negligence, can the other side be relied on to settle the matter, or do they still fight it?
Sadly not. You know, really at that point they should concede.
Yeah.
We've succeeded with the merits. Let's just work out what is this case worth. For example, in this particular case, they put us through a second trial now on what the case was worth. And basically, they brought along an industrial psychologist who said that our client had very limited work opportunities, wasn't going to get ahead in life. And our team of attorneys, advocates, and medical specialists produced actual evidence as to how our client would have succeeded, what he would have done but for the accident. And ultimately, the judge rejected the expert advice of the medical specialist for the defendant, accepted the evidence of our experts and the arguments of our advocates, and ruled in our client's favor.
Which leads me to my next question, Michael. Are these cases ever settled relatively quickly, or are they dragged out for all sorts of defenses by the other side?
I don't want to say they're never settled quickly, but it's very unusual that they're settled quickly. And especially with bigger cases are never settled quickly. It is possible in a small little case that the other side or the insurance company might come out with a settlement quite quickly. And we appreciate it when they do, because it really does reduce the legal costs. But typically speaking, there's a lot of incentive for the other side to investigate a case fully, to dispute it the whole way, and see whether or not they can't reduce what they ultimately have to pay out. So one does have to be ready for a long fight, and clients have got to be patient and stand by their attorney during that fight.
Excellent results and the top professional team make Broglio Attorneys the best choice for you. Visit their website onlinelaw.co.za for their full contact detail today. Stay with Expresso and SABC3.